Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my channel QA Pulse, where quality meets precision. Today I am going to clarify two commonly confused terms in software testing: test cases and test scenario. As QA engineers, we all have been there debating whether we need a test case or just a high level scenario. And let's be honest, sometimes it feels like choosing between coffee and tea. So, guys, let's start. Let's meet one of the most important players in the QA world, that is test case. Allow me to introduce him, and since test case is quite the talker, I will let it speak for itself. So, hello, I'm a test case. I'm a detailed document who loves details, specifics, and clear instructions, which makes sure everything is precise and nothing is overlooked. I just don't stop at instructions, which means it lays everything out. What you need before starting, that is preconditions, the steps to follow, and the expected outcomes, and what happens next, that is post conditions. So, my job is to define the how of testing. How exactly should this feature behave? How can we test it systematically? It's like a recipe which tells you precisely how to bake that perfect QA cake. I am your go to when you need to be precise. Number one, precise. Number two, document everything clearly and ensure that tests can be repeated consistently. So basically, test case is perfect for situations where accuracy is the key and you need everything recorded for future reference. Okay, let me give you an example. Imagine you're baking a cake for a big competition. You can't just eyeball the ingredients or hope for the best. You need a precise recipe that lists every step, from the amount of flour to the baking time. If you follow that recipe exactly, you will be able to bake the same perfect cake every time. That's what test cases do. They lay out everything you need in exact detail, ensuring that the test can be repeated and the results are consistent. Okay, now that we have met the thorough test case, it's time to meet its creative cousin, you can say, the test scenario. Let's see what it has to say for itself. I am a high level idea or a hypothetical story describing what needs to be tested. Unlike test case, I am not into the nitty gritty details. I prefer seeing the big picture and focusing on what truly matters, getting things done efficiently. So basically, test scenario is focused on defining the what. It answers the question what to test and focuses on what needs validation without going into the detailed steps. I am your go to when you are in a hurry, need to think outside the box, or are diving into some exploratory testing. So basically, test scenario is like the superhero of your testing team when you need to quickly get the job done without sweating the small stuff. So let me give you an example, a fun example, you can say. Imagine you are at a theme park with your friends and only have 30 minutes to ride as many roller coasters as possible. You don't need a detailed list of every step, just a simple plan like ride 3 roller coasters is enough. That's your test scenario in action, getting the big tasks done without worrying about every little detail. Let me give you an example of any e-commerce website. So, if you want to make a test scenario of an e-commerce website, you will just verify that users can place their orders successfully, right? And if you will have to create the test cases for them, then you will have to write each steps like open the website, add items to the cart, proceed to checkout, enter shipping details, and then At the end, complete payment and verify order confirmation. So you will have to write all these steps while writing test cases. So I hope this example will clarify your confusion between the test case and test scenario. Always remember, guys, in QA, test scenarios and test cases work together like a dynamic duo, each with its own strengths. They are not in competition, they are teammates, each playing a crucial role to ensure thorough testing. So, guys, thank you so much. Hope you liked the video. Take care. Bye bye.